Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Benjamin, and this is the Benjamin Krudwig Creative Arts and Textiles channel. It's a new name. So anyways, welcome back. This is episode number 6 of the Vipers in the Ivy Fantasy Suiting Project. And I am very, very thrilled to be here at this stage. It's been a long time coming, but the jacket body is primarily done. So since last episode, you'll notice that I finished the second sleeve. It has been sewn onto the body itself. So basically the body of the jacket is done. There's nothing else that really needs to be done. I think I am going to add some pockets to the interior of the jacket, but that's accessory stuff. That's later. What does still need to be done, and I'm going to do this in this episode, is I need to attach the collar to the body, and there's a little split that I need to fix. My knot didn't hold, so I need to sew up the body again a little bit before I add the collar. And then I need to make the closure plackets. So for that, I'm going to add about an inch and a half to each side here. Just rectangles that go down. I think I might just have them go down to like the waist, and it'll attach at the waist. I think that might be kind of cool. And it's just going to be a double-sided in the wool fabric with a layer of the cotton canvas to just stiffen it up a little bit. So that's what we're going to work on in today's video. And then at the end of the video, once we have the body, done, I want to show you some of my ideas of what I want to add to this as far as like the accessories go, as well as like how I want to close this, if I'm going to make my own hook and eye closures or whatever. I want to discuss that at the end of this video. I've been doing a lot of new techniques to me. I've been doing some needle lace. I'm trying to learn some bobbin lace, and I've also been doing some wire working. So I did make a crown for this piece. It's got a snake intertwined, braided with some Celtic knot ivy. And I didn't video any of this process really, because I'm not sure that y'all are interested in that. So if you are interested in that, please let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to do other wire working videos in the future. But also, I want to know if you're interested in this. I may be making a throne for this project. I know, I can't be helped, right? But I found a really cool chair on the corner of my street. It was kind of like an old, antiqued, distressed looking chair. The seat is absolutely like ripped apart. It looks like a dog or a cat got to it and just chewed it up. But I am going to take it and turn it into like a nature throne. 3 days after I found that chair, on the same corner, there was a wooden room screen of a very similar vibe, very similar, like very much my style. I'm going to attach that to the chair and then create like a nature throne for the Vipers in the Ivy suit project. Is that cuckoo bananas? I think it is, and I'm here for it. So we're going to do a bunch of stuff in the coming weeks. I do want to get this done before the first Monday in May, because that is the Metropolitan Gala, the Met Gala, and I think this is perfect for the theme. I don't remember the exact name of the theme, but I think this will be perfect. So I want to get this whole project wrapped up by then, and then we can start talking about... Then we can start talking about future projects here on the channel. I have lots of ideas, but I want to know, what more do you want to see? What other kinds of content do you want to see from me? So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get working on getting the button plackets, or closure plackets, I should say, and the collar attached and made. And from there, I'll see you in the next clip. The jacket is finished. So the collar is on and the closure plackets are on. And I did decide to go kind of down to where the waist, just to maybe like an inch and a half below where the waistline is. For movement, and also I think it's just a more flattering shape. So it's got kind of like a 19th century, I think. Maybe like a late 19th century vibe. I don't know. Maybe Edwardian. I don't know. Maybe no time at all. It's a fantasy jacket. Haha. So anyways, I'm working on looking at the closures, and you see I have these silver ones on the jacket. This is primarily just to look at the placement of them, but I was toying around with the idea of them there for a hot minute. However, they're very bright and shiny and new, so I think I'm going to make my own closures. Kind of like this, but maybe more like the ivy on the crown. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. So, but this is how they would look approximately. And I do want to do, I think, 4 evenly spaced. Oops, that's my pinky. 4 evenly spaced. I think more than that, it's going to look weird. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take some pictures of this just for reference. And then I'm going to make 8 identical little closures, but instead of where these messed up wires are currently, one will be a hook and one will be an eye, essentially. So I need to design that up and get to work on that, and then we'll move on to the rest of the jacket and those details. I didn't video myself making these, but here are the clasps that I am making, and I'm going to sew on to the closure placket here. So I have some hooks and eyes basically, and I went through a couple of iterations first. First I went with this one here, just a simple kind of twisted wire that it was then woven into like a leaf shape, into an ivy shape. Then I used braided wire with a finer gauge, but I felt like that was way too flimsy and a little awkward. And so what I ended up doing was I took two lengths of metal that were of this gauge, a 20 gauge, I believe. And then I twisted a pair of the fine gauge together, and then I triple twisted all of them together to create just kind of like a really interesting texture. So you can kind of see the twist right there that's running throughout the twist in general. So these have been work hardened and flattened, and I did a little bit of texturing with the ball peen hammer. And now I've just clipped them on to where I'm gonna sew them. And my hope is that these will kind of oxidize by themselves over time and get a little bit of that copper patina. So yeah, that's the goal at least. I'm gonna go ahead and sew these on, and then we'll move on to the other details. Hey y'all, I have a very interesting predicament here. So I finished adding the clasps last night. You can see them here. And, well, I had a moment where I was like, do I need anything else on this jacket? Like, I'm really, really, really happy with how all of these details have turned out. The collar, the clasps, the shoulder pieces, all the stitching. And I'm at this point where I have all of these, like, surface design elements that I thought I wanted to put on here, but I think it might actually ruin the jacket if I do that. So yeah, here's the back side. I was going to do like 2 vipers going up the back of the piece, but honestly, I think it would just take away from the tailoring of this whole thing. So I think what I might do is just finish off all of the edges by doing like a whip stitch to mimic the stitching that I did along the edges. And then I think I haven't mentioned this, but I left open a slit here on one side, and I really liked it. And so I cut open the other side. So I'll finish that as well, around the hems and the cuffs, and maybe around the collar. And then I think I'm done with the jacket. So this actually makes me think I'm gonna start working on the pants. I have some linen, a linen bed sheet. Actually, it's a duvet cover, but I think I might take that duvet cover and turn it into some pants and maybe like a comfy shirt or something. But yeah, I'm gonna use the linen as a muslin. So the only thing that I think I might need to fix is this clasp right here is a little high compared to its counterpart. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I know that seems like such a kind of anticlimactic moment, but I haven't done like the full reveal or anything yet for the outfit or anything else that I'm doing, but I think the jacket itself is done. I pretty much, I just need to do all of that whip stitching, I guess. Yeah, this is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I had been building up this huge thing. I'm like, I'm gonna add all of these details to it, but I think it would ruin the jacket. So yeah, I think this is it. What? This is the second time I'm recording this clip. So it's been a couple of days, a few days actually, since the last clip that you saw here in this episode. And it was me discussing, well, you just saw it. Am I finished with this project? The answer is no. I've sat with it for a few days, and I feel like there still needs to be some detail on the back, and I do think there needs to be a little bit of detail along the cuffs and on the hem of the jacket. So I wanted to do a snake motif on the back anyway. And at this point, I'm doing a knitted I-cord. It's a 5-stitch I-cord in a couple of different options. So this one, I have a black cotton thread held with the charcoal tencel thread that was used in the warp of this one. And then the other one is the same charcoal tencel thread with a green, it's called myrtle green crochet cotton thread. And I don't know which one I like best. The contrast is better with the green than it is with the black and gray. However, I think the black and gray is, it's more subtle and it has a little bit more of an elevated vibe, I think. I'm not sure. I need opinions. So I am going to end this episode here because I need your input. I want to know if you think the dark one or the green one looks better up here. So I put up a poll on my Instagram story today. Today is April 2nd. So happy April, everybody. But I wanted to get this episode edited and out. So I just need to hear from y'all. What do you think? Do you think it should be the dark one or the lighter one? Please let me know. Anyways, if you've been enjoying this series, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and this channel a subscribe. As of recording, I'm at 7,902 subscribers, so I'd really love to get to 8,000 by the summer, and my goal is to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. So please, if you think other people would enjoy this content, share it with them, and I want to see you all in the chat or in the comments below. I will see you all in the next episode where I'll be working on the shirt for this project. And then after that, I'm going to be working on the pants. So we are chugging right along. I am working hard. So lots more content to come. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.